one of the reasons why raw materials and the minerals that go into the silicon and the chips are going to be valuable in the future, because that's where the growth is going to happen, is automation and computers and technology. I was reading something a couple weeks ago about how China has been making some serious investments in Africa and in other parts of the world, and even the Caribbean. There was an article about how China's starting to put stations and presence in some of these areas, and this seems like they're creeping all over the world.
So you're talking about the One Belt, One Road initiative from China.
Yes.
And as a guy in the military who's been around the world, I've seen it firsthand. The Chinese have a very bold plan to grow, right? They want to go back to the Silk Road model, the One Belt, One Road, and they're doing it through the debt strategy. So they're making huge investments in Asia, in the Middle East, and in Africa, knowing that the country that they're dealing with, whether it's building a port or a pipeline or a railroad or a highway, that they'll never be able to pay it back. And it's done by design. So wherever I was in Africa, there would be one Rob Cooley and a couple of our soldiers. There'll be 100 Chinese with bags and bags of yuan and renminbi. And if we're offering $1, the Chinese are offering $1,000, it's a pretty easy financial calculation. And their intent is not to spread economic growth. The Chinese are there specifically to remove raw materials and have access points that they wouldn't otherwise have. So that debt strategy is going to be very, very problematic, because now the Chinese are calling their debts due. And there's classic examples of folks defaulting on their loans, and now the Chinese have access to it.